Have you ever saw a video online, social media maybe, of something and you're like, wow, I really, really want to do that? Or, man, I really, really need to do that. Or, man, that would be so cool. And you thought about it more and more and you're like, man, this is really doable. You know what? I'm going to do it. But then you don't do it, right? So, my life was plagued with these things of the I should do this and I should do that. And I'm not going to say like I don't have any more shoulds because we all do, right? I should probably eat more salad, right? I should probably scream less when I am angry at my kids. There's things that I should do, and there's things that I should not do because I am human, right? So I'm not gonna pretend I'm perfect, but I've been working on it a lot. And so a couple weeks ago, I saw a video of this guy who grows his own plants at home. And so 3 years ago, my family has been eating, I'd say 90% organic um, foods. We made that switch to eating organic, and our lives have changed dramatically. Um, and not just like physically looking different, but also like our, I would say my brain works so much better now, and I think better, I sleep better, I am a better person. My son, he had really, really bad eczema, and now uh, his skin looks amazing, and he's allergic to so many things. Like he's anaphylactic, so he's allergic to peanuts, all nuts, really. He's also allergic to milk, soy, eggs, wheat. Um, what else? There's a whole list. Um, but because we made the switch to eating organic, that's the main thing that we did. He can now eat pizza. He now eat eggs and things with wheat and soy. The only thing he still doesn't eat is nuts because you know that's very sensitive there. Um, but going back to uh, the story, so naturally, because we eat healthy and stuff, the next step is to grow our own foods, right? So um we are starting a garden, and the guy that I follow makes it really easy to grow your own plants, right? Like he breaks it down and it's super easy. I'm like, wow, okay, I should do this, right? I said that a couple weeks ago. And I was like, you know what? We need to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this video to my wife, but not so that she could see it, so that when I open the message, I'm reminded to show it to my kids. Because if you want to get something done, you tell your kids you're going to do it because they won't forget, especially if it's something that they want to do, right? So um, I showed it to my kids, and for the past 2 weeks, every day they're like, when are we going to plant the berries? When are we going to, because we're going to start with berries. We're going to start with the easy thing, right? Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, because we eat a lot of those, like pounds of those every week. So, um, every day they're like, when are we going to plant? When are we going to start? When are we going to start? Last week, I went and got some really, really good garden soil, and I've had like two big bags at home just sitting there. We also got the pots, and then we haven't had organic fruits for the last couple days. Or when I got the pots, when we finally got the pots, we ran out of fruit. So then last week we went to Costco's, and this morning we're getting down to like the last of the raspberries and blueberries. And I was like, you know what? Got some extra time today. So I'm like, all right, kids, we're gonna do this today. And so I took a picture of the two pots that we planted. Of course, you can't see anything; it just looks like a pot of dirt. However, my son was so happy, and he wanted to do every part of the process. And he he helped me put all the soil in the pot, and he helped me get the raspberry seeds out of the raspberry, and he was the one who squished the blueberry and put it in the pot and put soil over it, and he watered it, and we cut up a plastic water bottle, which he did, and put it on top of where the blueberry is so the it can stay humid in there. And so in this process, I realized, I'm like, this is going to be something that could be a life skill for him in the future, right? Not only is this deepening his knowledge of organic nutrition, not only is it making it more normal to eat healthy, but he is now going to have the skill of growing his own food. And I wanted to document this because I think that there are things that are so easy to do that we make hard. Like, it was super easy. It took us 10 minutes, honestly. We took the raspberry, we put it in a paper towel, we rubbed the raspberry, together so that the seeds would expose. We took the seeds, we put it in the toilet paper, we took the toilet paper, we folded it up, we put it in the dirt, we put more dirt over it, put water in it. Voila, you're done. Easy. You take with the blueberry, you take a blueberry, you squish it, put it in the dirt, you put more dirt over it, you water it, you take a water bottle, you cut it, boom. That's it. And it's like, my part, all I had to do was, I went to the dollar store and got these dollar pots, and I went and got the dirt. I mean, depending on where you are, it might be difficult or easy to get like quality dirt. I got some good dirt because I want to make sure that um, it's gonna grow and there's a lot of nutrients in the soil. So, I mean, you could get good dirt at like Home Depot, Lowe's. Um, I work with aggregates, so I got like really high quality soil. Uh, and so that was it. That's all I had to do. And my kids want to do the rest. Right. So there are, and initially my thought was, when I saw the video of the guy growing his own fruits, I'm like, must be good for him. He must have, this and this and this and this, and it makes it easy. And until I just took all the steps, I found out it was easy. I'm like, wow, what else have I been doing this with? Right? Making it hard when it doesn't need to be hard. And I can't stress enough that going into things with uh, an experimental mindset is so much better for us than to have preconceived dif- difficulties on something, right? Like, labeling something as difficult or hard is only going to make it hard for us to do. It's not going to make it easy. It's going to complicate things because then we told ourselves that it's hard, even if it wasn't. Even if it wasn't, it could have been super easy. And if it's outside of our comfort zone, and we label it as hard, we're the ones who lose. We don't benefit from that because we labeled something, we mislabeled it as hard when it could have been easy, and now we lost out on an opportunity. So, really quickly, because I want to keep this short, um, but a little bit more than a week ago, I'd say about 9. I gotta check now to make it exact because I want to know exactly how many days I have left. Actually, 81. Okay, so 9 days ago, I saw that there was a triathlon here in town, and I've never done one before. So I'm like, great, I'm gonna do my first one in September. And I looked up the dates. I'm like, okay, there's different distances, and it's September 28th and September 29th. And unfortunately, for no one, so I should say, fortunately for me, right? Fortunately for me, the 28th lands on a Saturday, and we coach soccer. So we have games on Saturdays, and I know I'm not going to be able to do a triathlon on a Saturday because we're going to have soccer games. And fortunately for me, the easier two distances are on the Saturday, and the longer two distances are on the Sunday. So, being my first triathlon, I have to, well, I don't have to because I could cancel soccer for that weekend or have my wife do it, or I could not do it. I could just say, well, I can't do it because it's not convenient for me. And it's my first time. So why would I sign up for my first time and do 1,000-meter swim and a 29-mile bike ride and a 6.4-mile run, right? Why would I do that? But although it seems hard, I'm going to do it. And I've committed to it. And the more I train, I've been training for 9 days, the easier it is in my mind because I know how to swim. I've been watching swimming videos for the last 9 days, and it's all about form. I'm like, wow, I can hold my breath for a really long time. I know how to breathe right. I took a breath working course 3 years ago that has really helped me in different areas of life. And so swimming is all about form and breathing. Simple as that. Wow, okay, cool. Riding bikes. I know I can't do it on my mountain bike, which I was planning to do. And everybody that I spoke to that races bikes, they're like, you're crazy. You need a road bike. I'm like, okay, that's it. I just need a road bike. I'm going to get a road bike. And then the running, I've done 15-mile runs before. So 6.4, that's nothing. My knees will probably hurt, but it's okay. I'm gonna accomplish my first triathlon. So why am I telling you this? Because I'm talking myself into making this easy up here, even though it might not be easy physically when the day comes, and it's gonna take a lot out of me. I'm gonna be tired, etc. Blah 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 blah. But it's easy because there are things that I've done before. The only part of the race I haven't done is 1,000-meter swim, and I'm gonna do at least 3 of those before the actual triathlon, so I can make it easy. That way, on race day, I'm like, oh, I've done this before. It's easy. All right, boom. So the point is, what are you making difficult that could be easy for you? What can you make easy that might seem difficult, but you can make it easy? What is that in your life? What are those shoulds that you've been telling yourself you should? I should start doing this. I should start doing that. I should stop doing this. I should stop doing that. Make it as easy as possible. All right. Peace and love. Subscribe to the the podcast wherever you're hearing this.